Okay, so I'm kind of out of breath because I just got up the stairs with my 2-year-old and it's kind of a job. So I don't even know what to say. My name's Feli. I'm not used to talking on my videos. I don't ever talk on my videos, but I mean, there's a first time for everything, right? So I'm going to talk about the brushes that I use when I'm doing my makeup every day, because I literally use the same brushes every day. I went to Target earlier and I picked up like 4 or 5 little things, and I just wanted to share those with y'all. First thing I'm going to talk about are the brushes that I got. Not the brushes I got, but the brushes that I use every day. I guess I'll go in order of like the brushes that I use and like my sponge and stuff. Okay, so I was recording a second ago and then I got a notification on my phone that popped up and it said that I had gotten my tax refund, and I got super excited. So I had to like take a minute to just like jump around a little bit or whatever. But anyways, I'll get back into the video. So yeah, I'm going to talk about my brushes that I use every day, and I kind of already started talking about it, but I'm just going to start over because my train of thought is I don't remember. I do my brows before I do anything. Well, actually I put on like my moisturizer and my primer first, and then I do my brows while all that moisture is like sinking into my skin, because I don't want to like put product on my face right after the moisturizer or else it's gonna slip and slide everywhere. Normally I use a pencil or not a pencil, but like one of these for my eyebrows. It's a brow definer by L'Oreal, but I had run out of that. I just picked one up today from Target. While I didn't have any of that, I was using like my old Anastasia pomade and a MORPHE M158 brush. So this is what it looks like. You probably saw my daughter like poking my eye with it in my last video. So this pomade's pretty old. It's been through it, actually. I've had it for a couple of years now, and I always like fall back on it whenever I run out of like my favorite brow products. So this is like my second favorite. I heard my daughter scream. Oh, she's playing. Okay, so yeah, this is what I fall back on when I don't have my brow pencil. Yeah, I really like this brush to do brows because it's like super precise, right? Super precise. It has a spoolie at the end, and it was only $4 at MORPHE at my local mall. So that was a big plus to me. The one from Anastasia, I think it's either $12 or $18 just for the brush, and girl, I'm on a budget now, so I can't be buying brushes that expensive. But yeah, this is a keeper. And then after I do my brows, I go in with concealer and I spot conceal like my blemishes, my acne scars, because I have quite a few. I'm sure you could tell in the last video. And then I go in with my little Wet n Wild beauty sponge. I forgot what it's called, but it's by Wet n Wild. It's only like $3 something. It comes out to like $4 at any drugstore. But yeah, I get it damp first because I just find that the makeup applies a lot better when it's damp. I'm sure a lot of you find that it applies a lot better when it's damp. After I spot conceal, I go in with my foundation. I use a Wet n Wild foundation as well. I'll list all the products below in the description box, but yeah, so I use that. And after I apply the foundation, of course, I go in with this and blend it all out. Sometimes, like, I have long nails, like these are pretty short. I do my nails myself, by the way. Yeah, these are pretty short, so I don't really mind like getting my hands dirty. But when my nails are like super long, I'll go in with my Morphe R10, which is this brush. And I don't think it's a foundation brush, but I use it for that. So I'll apply the foundation. The foundation I use has this applicator on it. So it's like a little spatula. I put that on all over my face, and then I blend it out with this, and then I'll do extra blending with this just to get a more flawless look, for me at least. I know some people like to use the brush only and then they're fine with that, but when I do that and I go out like in the sun, I can see the streakiness of it, so I just go ahead and go on with this as well. And the bigger side, you could tell. So the same concealer that I use to spot conceal, I use under my eyes. I'm not real big on like the brightening effect under the eyes. I just like to hide like the darkness of it. So I'll go in with my concealer. I use an e.l.f. concealer. Again, all this product below. And I put it under my eyes, on my chin again, like where my problem area is. And I'll once again blend everything out with the same beauty sponge by Wet n Wild. So after I put on my foundation and I put on my concealer with the beauty blender beauty sponge, I will go in with the same sponge and I'll put on like my little translucent, well, it's not translucent, I think it has a color to it. It's just a powder to set like my face. I like this one especially because it adds a little more coverage and it just helps keep like these spots right here are like pretty dark without my makeup, and when I put this on like after my foundation and my concealer, it's pretty legit. Like it's not going to go anywhere. It doesn't really peek through unless I'm like touching my face all day or something like that. So I really like this, but again, I use my Wet n Wild sponge to do that. So again, my trusty Wet n Wild sponge is what I use. Sometimes I forget to do it right after, but I'll use my Morphe E41, and it's just like a really big fluffy brush, and I'll like dust under my eyes, my chin, my forehead and stuff, just to blend even more, because you don't want that cakiness of the powders and the liquid and all that. So I'll do that. Sometimes I do it at the very end if I forget to do it right after I put on my setting powder. But this is a really good brush to have whenever like I don't have a clean one of these and I end up using like this to put on my foundation and all that. I'll end up using just this alone for my setting powder, and it works really good. But again, I really like the effect that this gives. After I do that, after I put on like my powder, I'll go in with my bronzer. My favorite bronzing brush, and I always go back to it, is the e.l.f. pointed powder brush, and it just looks like this. I kind of need to wash my brushes already, but it just looks like this. I always go back to this. For a while I was using the Wet n Wild P60, which is a really pretty sleek, like it's really cute, you know, the handle and stuff. Sometimes I'll use this, like if this is too dirty I'll go to this, but obviously they're both dirty because I use both of them. Or sometimes I'll just go for whichever's closer to me. So these are like my two favorites for bronzer. If I'm feeling a little extra and I want to put on some blush, I'll use my blush brush by Real Techniques, and I believe you can still buy this. I've had it for years, but I believe you can still buy it. After I put on my bronzer and my blush, I'll put on my highlighter, and this brush, I swear I've had it since like high school. One of my mom's friends gave it to me, I don't know. It's by Eco Tools, and it's just a fan brush. It's kind of thick, but yeah, like I just find that, I don't know, it's just my favorite, like my favorite brush. I used to use that little Anastasia highlighter brush, but that's like a super precise like highlight, and I kind of just put it everywhere all over my face. So yeah, favorite highlighter brush. If I ever do my eyeshadow, which I should have mentioned this brush like at the beginning, because if I do my eyeshadow, it's right after my eyebrows. I will use the Morphe M513, and it just looks like this. It's like a really good blending brush. I swear I did not know how to blend out my eyeshadow until I started using Morphe brushes. Like, it just makes everything so much easier, and I really like it. That's pretty much it for all my brushes. After I put on my highlight, once again, I'll go back in with my sponge and I'll dab over the highlight just to like make it sink into the skin more so you can't see like any harsh lines. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I always run out of setting spray, and I'm pretty like bad about restocking on it. So in some of my videos, you won't even see me using a setting spray at the end. But I feel like my setting powder does the setting spray's job, kind of. So I'm not real big on it. Like I should be, but I'm really not. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my brushes. I'm just gonna show you really quick what I got from Target. Speaking of setting sprays, I guess I'll start with this one. I don't think it's a setting spray, it's a facial mist. It's witch hazel, and it's the rose one. I usually get the other one, like the toner. I mean, this is toner, I think, I'm pretty sure. But it's the same thing. It just has like a spray. It just has a spray applicator. Yeah, I'm gonna try using this instead, because whenever I use the cotton rounds for toners, I end up like wasting a lot. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of product, and I could be saving like cotton pads. I don't know. I'm gonna try this one out and try like dabbing it into my skin with my fingers, clean fingers, to see how that works out. I'll let y'all know how that works out for me, because I've never tried this. If any of you have ever tried this and you have like good or bad reviews about it, please let me know in the comments, so I can hop on that bandwagon or not. The second thing I got, everybody's been like kind of raving about, or they were when it came out, is the Wet n Wild primer serum. It's this one. And what really sold me on it was the smell. Maybe, okay, it smelled better in the store. Yeah, I really want to try this. I don't really use serums before I do my makeup, so I'm gonna try it out, and again, I will let y'all know what I think. I really like the packaging though. It's cute. The next thing I got, I've never tried before, and everybody has tried it already. It's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this because I see like a lot of really good reviews on it, and yeah, I'm not really big on cruelty-free or like vegan, but I think it's cool. So I'll let y'all know how this goes for me too. Y'all probably already know because everybody's tried it before me. And then again, as I showed you like before, I got the Brow Stylist Diviner in Dark Brunette. This is like my favorite. It's super thin, and I honestly feel like there's not too much product in here. Like I use these really fast. It's my favorite. And then the last two things were kind of like necessity. I bought a little Listerine for my purse. I have like a wisdom tooth coming out, and it doesn't really hurt, but I want to keep it like clean, because I heard that like when people get wisdom teeth that are coming out, it starts to like give you bad breath and shit. So I'm gonna carry this in my purse, and just to kill off like any bacteria that like food or whatever. So that's that. I got that. And then the last thing I got, I just want to talk about this really quick because it's like literally my favorite deodorant. Nothing else really works on me. I kind of had little problems, like stuff like this doesn't really work on me like regular deodorants, and I still have a little bit of hair. Like this one works better than the stick version of this stuff, but I always end up going back to this. I've been using this for a few years now, and it's the clinical strength. It smells really good, and I promise, like, you only need one swipe on each underarm and you cannot smell anything all day. So, and I sweat a lot, like for no freaking reason. So yeah, this helps me a lot, and I already went through like 3 of them because I get like the little ones to throw in my purse because sometimes I forget to put on my deodorant. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you thought in the comment box. Please subscribe, like if you liked, and I will see you guys next time.